Hello, and welcome to episode 27 of my Tiny Bookshop series. So, um, let me head down here and load this file. We are in the middle of winter in year two, and I think we're going to start out by just getting our bearings and take a look at what is outstanding in terms of our stamps and achievements. So, unfortunately, we can't do anything with the far beach just yet. We got to wait until spring for that. But that's okay. The Mega Marche, we still have something outstanding here. So I think we need to help out Klaus with something. We're good for St. Buxton University. We're good for the lighthouse. We're good for the castle ruins. And we do have to sell every book in our full shop at the winter market. So I've made sure that my shop only carries 32 books to try to do that. I think we did that strategy with the Mega Marche challenge. So hopefully it'll work again. And then the Buxton General Hospital, we are all good for that. Rye Park, we are all good for that. So we've got those. Let's go back this way. Cafe Liberté, we're good, but I'm always happy to go back just because it's a different shop to look after. So we can maybe do that one day or two. And yeah, okay, so we've achieved quite a lot, but there are still a few things outstanding, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. So I think what we're going to do is visit the Mega Marche today, and then I think the next day in the game is the winter market. I think that's when that begins. So I really should have gotten more books. Oops, I'm really running low on crime books. Oh well, that's okay. We only have 32 books here, so hopefully that's not too much of a bother. Okie dokie. So let's open up our shop on this snowy day. And here's Klaus. So hopefully he will let us know what kind of help he needs from us. Or maybe he's just looking for a book. We'll see. So, but we've got this van here. So we got to do something involving that. And in the meantime, we're just gonna greet some customers. Okay, do we have a suggestion? Yes. Something with real stakes, the grisly kind. And they're up for something humorous. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's go to the crime books. Let's see. A dead man in her tea shop, Vera Wong barely blinks after all. Who's better suited to solve a murder than a 60-year-old tea connoisseur with weaponized mum curiosity? The police don't stand a chance. I mean, that does sound interesting. I don't know if that's quite what they're looking for, but we'll keep looking. Let's see what else we got under the crime books. We got a Good Girl's Guide to Murder. We've got the D Valley killings. Okay. I mean, these are all like crime and murder, but this person's looking for something grisly, and I just don't know if any of these would count. And then the only other thing I can think of is maybe looking here at the fantasy. Okay. Probably not that one. The Dark Portal. A dark fantasy, okay, but it's a thrilling read for kids, so I'm not quite sure about that. Oh, I don't know about that either. Weird Tales, 100 Years of Weird. Maybe? I don't really know. Let's look at the classics as well. See if there's like something that might work there or not. So, um, oh golly. I'm I'm gonna see if this I'm gonna go with this one. Probably not what they're looking for. No, it's not gruesome enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what would have worked for that, but that's okay. Okay, well, let's help out this person. They can only commit to something with less than 200 pages. No classics, though. Okay, let's see what we got. Well, this is less than 200 pages, so maybe that would work. Yes, okay. Oh, and here's Harper trying to communicate with the dog. Yeah, you go ahead and read. Okay, and then I think we can talk to Klaus here. Okay, so hey, you notice anything new? Yeah, I finally bought this beauty. Okay, look at that. The band needed a tour van to transport equipment to our upcoming gigs, as you know. Well, I mean, it's in a rough state, but nothing a few parts and a fresh layer of paint can't fix, right? I've written down the parts somewhere. Let me see. Here we go. I need a carbonated incinerator. Are you taking notes? All right, I need a carbonated incinerator. Okay, whatever that might be, we have to get it for him. A washer-proof shifter. Okay, we have to get that too. And an iodine-plated fuel duct. Okay. Yeah, no idea what these are, mate. I can honestly use your help with that. If you see these parts anywhere, could you bring them here for me? I know it's a big ask, but it would mean the world, mate. Thank you. In the meantime, I'll just be here taking this thing apart. Hopefully I don't find any more rust. Yeah, good luck. And good luck to me to try to find these things. Okay, so something with a historical setting is a must, and I'm never going to be too old for a kid's book. I really enjoy nature. Okay, historical setting, kid's book. Let's see what we got. Don't know about that one. A ghost in the house. Friendly ghost. Not sure about that one either. Matilda. Okay. Whoops, what's this one? Hatchet. Canadian wilderness. Takes on the great outdoors. Okay. Well, I really don't know if any of these are in historical settings, but I'm going to give this one a try. No, it doesn't have a historical setting. Okay. Is there anything cooler than space sci-fi and aliens? I don't think so, and I wouldn't mind something niche. Starstruck is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. Let's see what we got for space, sci-fi, and aliens. Well, this is lesbian necromancers in space, so we can shortlist that one. And let's see what else we got. No one has ever seen Jupiter, the living god worshipped by the rats living below Deptford. Okay, well that's a fantasy, so I'm not sure that's what they would want. I really don't know. It doesn't really say if it's fantasy or sci-fi or what the genre specifically would be here. Interesting. And then Tales of the Weird. So it kind of has a bunch of different stuff. Okay. Let's just look at the kids' books as well. Did we look at those yet? I don't think that would work. Not that one. Not that one. And not that one. Okay. We're gonna go with Gideon the Ninth. Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this person wants. They need a good laugh, so they were looking for a comedy play, something like A Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, let's see what we got. Well, that's a historical play, so maybe that. Let's look at drama as well. What about this one? Yeah. Okay, bonus points if it was written by a woman. They like the classics and something niche. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's see. So maybe Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. But let's see what else we got. Let's look over here. Here are a couple classics. Those aren't going to work. What about that one? I don't know if that would be considered a classic. So we're going for this one. Yep. Okay. Wonderful. Well, I think that about wraps it up for today. And we can carry on to the next day. And I think I need to get more crime books. Hopefully I can get some. Let's look at these vintage books. Oh, a whopping 4 extra crime books. Okay. And what else? Everything else looks okay. And none of these look like they would be crime books. Okay. Kind of a bummer, but that's okay. So we're going to buy this fiddle fig and this umbrella stand because then we can unlock more items, and hopefully in the next day in the game, these will be replaced by some of the parts that Klaus needs. So the winter market also starts today, and it's the semester break. Okay, so I think we're going to go to the winter market. We're going to try to sell out of all of our books. We'll see how well that turns out for us. So let's get to it. And let's just have a look. So fact, classic, and travel. So at least it's not crime that is super popular. So very happy about that. We'll add a few fantasy as well. Okay, let's see how we do on that. All right. Let's talk to Moira real quick. Hello, love. What'll it be today? And let's get a Yuletide coffee. That just sounds extra cozy. Enjoy the market. Thank you. All right, so I think we're pretty good decorations-wise, hopefully. Okay, let's help this customer out. They like philosophical books. Also, they enjoy books about plants and nature. I've been looking everywhere. Ooh, okay. Let's see what we can do. The bees, yes. The Boundless Sea, A Human History of the Oceans. In this dauntingly comprehensive volume, explore humankind's relationship. Ooh, okay. So that might be what they're looking for. Let's shortlist that. And just have a quick look at some of these other books. Oh wait, what was that one? Thousand Feasts, Small Moments of Joys, a memoir of sorts. Okay, I'm not sure that's what they're looking for. Okay. It's Jurassic Park. It's a massive park. I love some of these descriptions. They're great. Filled with more dinosaurs in danger than you can shake a stick at. A slightly misguided scientist decides to give dinosaurs another chance and thinks it would be great if the public could come and have a nose at them too. Oh, that's wonderful. But I think I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for the Boundless Sea. See if this is what they're looking for. Yes, okay. Okay, Harper needs some help, so she's looking for a fresh kids book. I can't deal with a dull book right now, though. Yep, already finished the last one. Let's see. A fresh kids book. What about this one? Yeah, okay, great. I'm not doing the best at my sales right now. I've sold 9 out of 32, and I feel like I should be selling more at this point. So I'm not sure we're going to be successful in that goal today, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. Let's help this customer out. I need to get more into philosophy. However, I'm not usually a casual reader. Pictures from Italy is one of my all-time favorites. What can you recommend for a collector like me? Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm not the most confident at recommending something like this, but we'll see. Well, that looks interesting. I don't know if that's quite what they're looking for, but I'm going to shortlist the Savior Fish. Okay, and that's a cookbook. It's a memoir. The Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. Okay. Romantic comedy. Okay. Whoops. Let's go back here. Oh, well, I'm gonna see if this is what they're looking for. Yes. Okay, great. Wonderful. Oh, and there's Fern coming into the shop. We've got Walt and Harper and Fern in the shop, so that's pretty neat. Oh, and there's Fern saying, oh, hey, wait, sorry. Let me take out my earbuds. What were you listening to? Oh, nothing. I was just using them for noise canceling. Some of the stall owners play pretty loud holiday music, and then there's the crowd. So usually I try to avoid the busier hours. Today I just didn't want to miss your shop. Because I needed a book, of course. So yes, the books, they're over there, aren't they? Bye. Fern's so cute. Okay, so a sophisticated work, fact books. Okay, let's see what we got for fact books. Okay, so we've got this. That's a memoir. Is that it? Oh goodness. Okay. Well, let's look as well at the travel books. Okay, so this is a diary. Okay, that could be interesting too. Notes from a small island. And then another travel book, like a historical type of travel book. And then the Count of Monte Cristo. Well, I'm going to go for this fact book. I don't know if that's really what they're looking for, but okay, yeah, I guess that worked. Okay, let's help this customer. I could get to a romance novel, and I usually go for books with happy endings and something niche. Okay, let's see what we got for drama. This is a whip smart romantic comedy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's help this person out too. I want biography or memoir, but nothing highbrow. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, this is all we've got, so I'm gonna go for this one. Yep. Okay. Great. Well, I don't think we're gonna achieve it, but we did better than I thought we would by selling 29 out of 32 books. So that's pretty good. But that's not quite there yet. So we will try another day. So mysterious attic find, wonderful. And best of the best, great. Oh, that's classics. Okay. Um, and then I think we're good for everything else. Okay. So this is what I was thinking. I think he needs both of these, or he needs this one. And I don't know if he needs this one, but we're gonna buy it. And then we're gonna go back to the Mega Marche, I think. And okay, crime and drama. Okay, great. Yeah, let's see if I can talk to Klaus. Hey, thanks for coming over. Oh, watch your step. I've lost some rusty screws somewhere over here. You're probably wondering how the repair is coming along, eh? Well, see that busted carbonated incinerator? If I'm reading the manual right, nothing will turn on without it. I've seen a lot of car parts in the classifieds recently. Maybe it'll show up there soon. Okay, so maybe that's what I need to get him first. He said, "Oh, sorry, that bloody shifter is simply not washerproof enough and keeps catching my sleeves." On the forums, Wave Whisperer 67 wrote that they might have a spare one, but their last login was 7 years ago. Do you see these flakes on the floor? That's all that's left of an old iodine-plated fuel duct. These are tough to come by nowadays, but again, the classifieds might come in handy, eh? Well, at least I have you helping me to figure out all this stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go through this dialogue again, see if it triggers anything new, and it doesn't. So we'll just see how things go. Yep, we got it. Okay. I just wanted to pick up that bottle. Okay, well, so we'll see if we can get that other carbonated incinerator. Okay, so they're a fan of world-renowned detectives, something short and sweet, and could go for a tragic story. Okay. Well, let's look at the crime books. See, that is not short and sweet. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, maybe. The turn of the screwy young governess. What is that? 121? Okay. Creepy ghosts. Yeah, I'm not sure that's what they're looking for. The woman in cabin 10. Okay. Maybe? Listen for the lie. Lucy doesn't want to be on a podcast. Her memory is sketchy at best. But a true crime podcaster is both persistent and attractive, unputdownable, and spicy. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what this one is. The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Book 1. Okay. But world-renowned detectives. Oh gosh, and then short and sweet. What about classics? Like Sherlock Holmes, right? That's a world-renowned detective. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we're doing pretty good, making our sales. Hey, oh, big shot. You know, my manager heard that you sold out recently. Your books, I mean, and she wanted me to give you this. Hey, okay, so we got a mega symbol sign showing your ambassadorship for this beloved brand. Okay. Looks like she talked to corporate and they've signed off on making you a mega brand ambassador, whatever that means. Well, it's up to you if you decide to put their sign up or not. But Cassie says the benefits are to die for, or something. All right, we'll consider that, but I'm pretty happy with how the shop looks. All right, let's help out Harper. I love animals so much, and I'm interested in fact books. Yep, already finished the last one. Okay, let's go to the fact books, see if there's anything about animals. Villainous Victorians, horrible histories. I don't think any of those are really going to work. What about if we look at the travel books as well? And maybe the children's books, like this is survival in the wilderness. I don't know if that's considered a fact book though, but it would have animals, I would imagine. Oh, what about this one? Island of the Blue Dolphins? That would have animals. Let's see if that works. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's help out this customer. They want to work on themselves a bit, but pop science is their pet peeve. Oh goodness, okay. And difficulty 5-star. Oof. All right, let's see what we got. Closed map. 2 different paths converge. Oh gosh, about the London cholera outbreak. Oof. And then of course villainous Victorians. And then HTML 1998 an introduction. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure about any of that. What have we got over here? Cookies you. I'm gonna give them this one. Okay, great. Wonderful. I'm glad that worked. Oh, and let's help out this person. Okay, a literary novel and a good classic. Okay, let's see what we got. What about this one? Yes, wonderful. Looks like we're getting to the end of the day. I think we'll probably try to head back to the winter market. Hey, there's the carbonated incinerator, so that's cool. We can get that. And yeah, nothing that says like crime books. So that's kind of a shame, but that's okay. I think everything else I'm pretty good with. So yeah, we will go for the winter market this time. And fact classic travel. Okay. Okay. Well, here's hoping we can sell out of our books today, but if not, that's fine too. It's just fun to play. But I would like to get as many of these achievements done for this series as possible. And let's just talk to Moira again. And I think we'll. Oh, I was gonna go for the almonds, but my hand moved, so another cup of coffee. But that's fine. Okay, thank you. And I think we're good otherwise in terms of like shopping at the market. Okay, let's help out this customer. They want something short and sweet and usually prefer nonfiction, but not an advice book. Okay, well, let's look at the fact books then and see. Frequently asked questions about the universe. Okay, but they're looking for something short and sweet. 150 ways. I guess that's more of an advice book. That might be what they're not looking for. The library book. Okay. Okay, I mean, that's interesting. I don't know if that's considered short and sweet, though. That one's, I think, the shortest of all of them so far, so we might go for that one. Okay, Nosh for Students, a fun student cookbook. Maybe? What have we got for travel books, too? Oh, the Florence Diary. Let's go for that one. Yeah, wonderful. Hey, you. So, still not much going on, huh? Oh gosh, I'm bored. I love jogging, but there's only so many times you can see the same path. I beg of you, please, distract me with a book. We'll see what we can do. What are you looking for? Ooh, a fantasy. Okay. Oh, less than 200 pages. Okay, we'll look at children's books too. Maybe that one. Let's see what else we got here. I don't think that's fantasy. Let's see what this one is. Ella Enchanted. That's just over 200 pages. So we'll think about that one. Then we have different classics, but I don't think any of those are really working. Yeah. I'm gonna give her this one. Okay, cool. That worked. Whoa, this looks spicy potentially. Oh, well, that's probably exactly what I need to distract myself. Thank you for this. All right, you're welcome. Okie dokie. I'm sorry I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I'm helplessly in love with romance novels, and I'm looking for the next book in a series. I'm a fan of books like Anne of Green Gables. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got, I don't think that's what they're looking for. Okay. I'm not sure any of those are gonna work. Yeah, she's looking for a series. I think that's what's kind of tripping me up here. Oh, okay, so this is book one. I'm just gonna give it a try and see if that's... Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, and here's Klaus. Wow, it hurts to leaf through your pages today. I practiced guitar for hours yesterday, so now my fingertips are trashed. But I suppose it's the life of a rock star, eh? I'll get used to it soon. How's it going? Enjoying the snow these days? I love it, mate. Finally, an excuse to spend all my time at home. I've been trying to bake some biscuits in my spare time, but I keep forgetting them in the oven. No matter what I do, they just slip my mind. But now I'm here, and all is well at the winter market. Absolutely. Hey, what's new today? They're looking for something straight from the stage. A tragic story, but not humor. Goodness, okay. Let's see if there's anything here. Oh, this is a cautionary play about fame and celebrity culture. Let's see. Yeah, okay, great. Oh, 7. Is that correct? Could it really be that you have recommended 7 of our prints? That's wow, what a milestone. Have I? Okay. New memory, spread the written word. Your name will not be forgotten because you printed it on the first page of over 7 books. All right, cool. It did really help with gathering interest. Diane and Harold from the review have both bought some copies off you, and they want to help. And a few university students, as well as some independent writers, have contacted me too. I've never had this many people interested in what I do before. It's terrifying, but it's also nice. I mean, I did gather quite a bit of expertise, and being able to answer their questions feels good. I don't think I've ever talked this much to a stranger outside of an interview. I think I might be making friends. Well, I try not to overthink it. And thank you for being my friend this whole time. Means a lot. That's awesome, Fern. All right, let's help out Walt. Something in a historical setting. Okay. Maybe that one. Bookshop book. Get a glimpse into the most unusual bookshops around the world. The seat inside. Yeah. What about the house with the clock in its walls? Oh, that's not historical. Okay. I thought maybe it would have a historical setting, but maybe he was looking for nonfiction. Well, I think we're wrapping up the day. And we sold 27 books this time. Okay. So it can be a bit of a challenge. So let's see. Let's go for the mysterious attic find. And I don't know if we really need anything else, but let's go for the World Atlas set. And it's winter 18th, it's Thursday, so I think I'm going to persevere with the winter market. All right. All right, this time I'm going to try to get the almonds. I'm not sure what difference it makes, if any. It's just nice to have a variety of different things, you know? So the roasted almonds, a crunchy treat, so sweet, careful with your teeth. It's just +1 recommendations per day, so let's give that a try. Enjoy the market, thank you. And we can head over here and talk to this person too. Merry Yuletide, welcome to the winter market, my friend. Okay, so we have different items here, but I think we're okay right now. Yeah, I think we're okay. All right, let's help this customer out. Something straight from the stage, something that rips their heart out, and a classic piece of literature. Okay, let's go to the classics. and see if you can find like a play or something. Okay, so that's a play. So that might work. And that's also a play. That's more of a dark comedy, and this person wants their heart ripped out. Okay, so maybe not. Not Jurassic Park. Okay. Uh, yeah, no, not that one. That's a memoir. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna go with this one. Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, wow, your shop is looking green today. Alrighty, what else is new? How's it going with you? I'm doing pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. Thanks for taking the time to chat. I'll be getting along now. Okay, thank you, Anne. Oh, I have a couple of customers to help. Let's start with Fern. My favorite sci-fi stories are the ones on other planets, and I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, androids. What is this one? Demonic visions. Okay. What have we got over here? Superhuman abilities. It's a thrilling sci-fi series with unforeseen twists and turns. Okay, I'm going to put that on the short list. Shadow of the Wind. That's a winding neo-gothic thriller. That's probably not going to work. And then, yeah, I don't know if either of those are going to work. Dealing with dragons. I'm gonna give this one a try. I don't know if that's really what he's looking for. Okay, cool. The concept sounds cool. Nice. Okay, and then let's also help out Anne. I want Yearning and Blushing, please, and I enjoy a good classic from time to time. Shirley is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, let's see what we can do for that. Um, well, I don't know. Let's go for this one. Yeah, cool. All right, let's help this customer out. They're looking for a book about nature, but niche books aren't their cup of tea. Well, let's see what we can do. What about this one? Entangled Life. Yes, great. Okay, okay. If they're less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. Wouldn't mind getting into something more sophisticated, something like a classic. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what this one is. Well, this is in the classics section, so yeah, okay. All right, let's help this customer out. They're into horror and they enjoy a classic piece of literature. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, we have kids' books here. I'm really not sure that's what they're looking for, but I don't know because, I mean, it's got a doomsday plot and black magic. Let's see if that's what they're into. Yeah, okay, cool. And once again, we're getting really close to selling all 32, but I just don't know if I don't know if we're gonna achieve that. Okay, we sold 28. Oof. Okay. And let's go for the mixed book bundle. Okay, we got a few more crime books and some used books. Okay, great. And what is today? Friday in the game? Okay. Well, I think I might go to the Mega Marche and see if I can help out Klaus. Hopefully we have all the parts that Klaus needs, but we will find out shortly. Hey, thanks for coming over. Oh, watch your step. Yep, we know. How is the repair coming along? Well, yeah, see that busted carbonator? Yep. You've seen a lot of car parts. Yeah, I thought maybe I need to equip it. I bet I need to equip it. That's what I'm missing. Of course, I need to add it to my shop. Silly me. Okay, well, lesson learned. We will do that. Okay, well, the next couple days in the game, next day or two, I do want to go back to the winter market and try to achieve that. So I will be doing that, but I will try to remember to equip this stuff as well. And maybe I don't need to come here to the Mega Marche. Maybe as long as I have it equipped on my shop, if Klaus visits me, then that will be enough. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, this person wants a play with a low page count and a romance. Okay, let's see what we got. What about this one? Yes, okay. Okay, let's see what this person's looking for. They like plays, and they typically pick books from a series, something like Henry VI, Part 3. Okay. Let's see what we got. Well, I don't know about plays, but this is part of a series, so I'm going to shortlist that. And that's a novel. Okay. Oh, that's a play. Yeah, let's go for that one. Yeah, okay. Oh, whoa, hello there, old boy. Can you give a paw? Yes, well, almost. Good boy. Buddy is such a sweet name. It would kind of fit with that one song. How's it going? I'm still the same, songwriting whenever I can, although it's going a lot easier these days. Moira has some amazing ideas, and collaborating with her is always the best. But I still thought I'd come by to see what else I can find, you know, inspo-wise. So do you have any super niche topics for me? Something no one else reads? Well, let's find out. A new hobby, historical settings appeal to me, and I usually go for 21st century publications. Okay, let's look for 21st century publications. And then like a hobby. So I'm kind of wondering if we should look at the fact books. Okay. The Lost Words, a spell book. Gone are the days when children's alphabets began with A for acorn, B for butterfly, and C for caterpillar. But in this book of spellbinding poetry and enchanting illustrations, the magical words of nature, travel, and animals are restored into our lives. Okay. Maybe. The Glass Castle, that's a memoir. Towards a New Architecture, that's from the 20th century, not the 21st. And then let's look at these travel books as well. I'm going to try this one, see if that's what they're into. No, okay. Alright, that's okay. Alright, yeah, he'll keep looking. Alright, let's help this customer out. Needs to be suitable for an 8-year-old. I also need an absolute unit of a book. Oh my word, okay. What about, I don't know if that's an absolute unit. Or that one. But those are kind of the ones that are jumping out to me. Let's see, what about Ink Heart? Ink Heart. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I think that's it for today's sales. Now let's see what else we got. Okay. Yeah, they're just giving me the crime novels. Okay, well, it's Saturday, so we are going to go to the winter market. Alright, let's get... I'm gonna go back to the Yuletide coffee. Let's go for that one. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, let's help this customer out. They enjoy the odd romance plot from time to time. They're also partial to a good crime novel, but try to find something with less than 700 pages. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's start with the crime stuff. We can look at these classics as well, maybe. Don't see anything there. Okay. Cozy novel, interesting. Well, that's got an excellent romance plot, The Princess Bride, but uh, I don't really know about this combination of requirements. And I don't know if there's a romance plot in any of these crime books. So I'm gonna go for this one because this is, yeah, okay. It's under 700 pages, so. Oh, let's talk to this person. This might be a bit odd, but I want something that's part of a series. You can't go wrong with a play. I'm a fan of books like Henry V. Okay, let's see about a play. Hmm. Well, this is a play, but I don't know if it's part of a series. Okay. But that's okay. We'll have a look at everything and see what we can find. Well, I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah. Okay, let's help this person out. They're looking for a biography, and they wouldn't mind challenging themselves to a really long read. Okay, St. Buxton, The Myth, the Legend, the Truth is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. Well, I'm looking for something that would be a biography. I guess this would be something like an autobiography, chronicles the author's life. But then this person's looking for a really long read, and that's not. So then we have this one too, which would be like autobiographical. Let's give it a try. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, and Harper is here humming. Do you know this song? We learned it at school, and it's my new favorite. And on the weekend, my music teacher is going caroling with us. I can probably sing the best out of my whole class. La 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 la. Oh, that's great. Oh, gotta help out a couple of customers. All right, they want some cold hard facts, something from this century they enjoyed. Mend? Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about that. I'm gonna suggest this one. Okay, cool. Great. Let's help this person out too. I see you're a person of taste. I like philosophical books, and if there are less than 200 pages, that's a plus. I'm a fan of books like The Soul of Man Under Socialism. Wow, okay. Um, what have we got here? Oh, what about this one? Yeah, okay. Well, we've sold 28 out of 32, but I'm not sure we're going to sell any more. So we're close, but we're not quite there. So I think we still have a few chances. Then I think probably until the 25th of the game. I don't know, unless it goes through the rest of winter. Anyways, next week in the game, we'll keep going with this. And of course, we'll also, I will also equip real quick those items for Klaus before I forget. So I'm going to do that now. So let's go all the way down. And see about these new items. Okay, so we've got whatever this is. I can't remember. Let's put that there. And then we're gonna put that over there. Whoops. Oh, we gotta go back down again. And then we gotta put that somewhere as well. So where should we put that? We'll put that there for now. Okay, great. And then that sets us up for the next time in the game. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this week's adventures. I still haven't achieved my goal with selling out in the winter market, so hopefully I'll be able to do that next time. And then hopefully we can help out Klaus too with helping him fix his van. But we did achieve something with Fern, so that's really cool. And we're just having a good time playing the game. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!